Alright guys, welcome back to another video. I am back after a short break of just gaming the hell out of the new Call of Duty and also GTA as well, and a bit of Rainbow Six Siege. But yeah, I'm back. I need to make this video just to let as many people know about the next update for GTA Online. It's going to be a big one. Now, this update, arguably for me, I think it's going to be like the most fun for me to play, and the whole community as well, as it's going to bring the idea of heavy customization cars, but also like your Gone in 60 Seconds or Fast and Furious type into GTA. As this update, as you can see on screen here, this is taken directly from the newswire, is GTA Online Import Export coming December. Now, this isn't a thing that's just come out of nowhere. Like, certainly not for me, as I've been keeping an eye out in the community and with other YouTubers as well. Yeah, so this import-export update, the way that it's going to work, I do believe, is you're going to have to work as a team. You're going to have to go take down enemy players, or just take down the AI, steal these high-end vehicles, customize them heavily, and then resell them on for a pretty penny, for a lot of money. Now, as you can see in this first bit of text here, that we'll get into the actual information that that Rockstar has dropped on the newswire. So as you can see, savvy CEOs know there's always more for the taking, while special cargo business in southern San Andreas is booming. Another opportunity to expand your hold on the city awaits. With GTA Online Import-Export, it's time to muscle into the lucrative and specialised field of high-volume exotic car theft. Now, this is a big deal because there's gonna be a different way to make lots of money, which is always good. As we've got the MC clubhouses, the MC clubs now, the CEO and the organisations. There's lots of ways to make money now in GTA as well, and especially with the event weeks with double money and RP. Now, this is going to be amazing, I do believe. It's the time to, as you can see here, to muscle into the lucrative and specialised field of high volume exotic car theft. Now, I'm interested to see how this is going to work, as I said a minute ago. I'm not really sure like how it's going to work, how some vehicles are going to be worth more than another. Just like, is it a certain like entity type that means that this vehicle is going to sell as like every modification you do adds like twice as much to the vehicle or something like that. But it's going to be a hard thing to do. Don't think it's going to be easy. You can walk in there, steal that vehicle, and then you've easily made $150,000 potentially, $200,000. Now, if you're talking about one car, that could be a lot of money there to make. But I'm not sure how much it's going to work if it's going to be sort of part of a club again, and everyone gets equal amount of it. So, as you guys can see here, this is the first image we have on the newswire. Now, you may be straight away thinking, right, these don't look like new cars. Well, actually, there is two new cars in this. So we've got the one on the elevator in the middle. It is not the Reaper, I don't believe. Mr. Boss for the Win does not believe either, and other GTA YouTubers. It looks slightly different. Like, the Reaper is based off the Lamborghini Aventador and the Lykan Hypersport. I don't believe that is either of those. I actually believe that's more of a Huracan at the back. But, however, that definitely looks like the door, and the angles on the door and the mirrors look like Lamborghini. So that could be a Huracan, and I don't know what the front could look like. Maybe a LaFerrari type, potentially. So that could be a very cool vehicle, and that's going to be worth a lot. Now, this orange one in front of us, this is an important vehicle. I reckon this is going to be one of the new fastest cars in the game. It's going to be going up against the Tyrus and the X80, the RE7B, those type of cars. This is going to be a fast one. Now, I do believe it's based off the off an old Jag, the XJR, I do believe, or something like that. Not too good on my Jag knowledge, but other cars I tend to be. those exhaust pipes straight away, that customization looks ridiculous. That spoiler looks really cool. The rims on it, I don't believe that they are new rims. However, as you can see on the elevator, there are rims on the Hurricane, is what I'm going to call it for the moment. Yeah, this is going to be a very fast car, definitely, but they're definitely both supercars. This orange one is definitely going to be able to have a run with the Tyrus, as you can see next to it. Then you can also see the Corvette Classic topless, I do believe, in that lovely silver there. Then we've got the Enos Windsor with that Louis Vuitton style livery, and nice wheels on that as well. And then we've also got the Galavanta Baller armoured variant in that pink colour, which looks a bit strange. Never seen one of those before, but hey. And yeah, this garage looks ridiculous. This is hopefully going to be an actual thing. I reckon they will deliver on that, being able to use that elevator in the middle. If they're not, it's going to be extremely disappointing, but hey ho, it's going to be a cool garage nevertheless. So we get on to the next bit of text. Stealing and dealing high-end vehicles is serious business. Building on the supply chains of further adventures in finance and felony, Import-Export introduces a whole new series of criminal pursuits as CEOs and their organisations boost, modify and resell the most wanted vehicles in the city for big profits. It will take talent, coordination and the tactical use of some brand new special vehicles to get the job done, all while staying one step ahead of the police and rival challengers from across the city and countryside. Now, if we would take the three most important things out of this, is going to be that it's going to link with the further adventures in finance and felony. That was sort of a given from the start. We knew this wasn't just going to be like a completely new thing to an extent, but I do believe there could be some sort of car clubs in this as well. And also the organisations boost, modify and resell. So yeah, I don't know how this is going to work, how some vehicles are going to be worth more than others, but I'm really interested to see how they're going to take it. And it's going to be really cool to be like a gone in 60 seconds, collect all the cars in a certain amount of time. And also, the last bit, special vehicles. Now, I do believe, I'm going to state this now, that this is going to be potentially a new type of vehicle. Now you've got your supercars, you've got your sports, you've got your sedans, you've got your off-road, you've got your bikes. I reckon this is going to be a new type, which is they're going to be fast and I reckon they might be slightly armoured. We're not going all the way to the Galavanta Baller armoured or the V12 armoured. This is going to be a new kind of thing. These cars are going to look very unique. They're not going to look like anything else that you can buy in the game. And they're going to have a specific use, maybe for some racing, but mainly taking down these cars, taking down these AIs in the game and stealing these cars and selling them. So if we get onto a screenshot here, we can see how this is going to work. Now, I do believe this is probably the best screenshot that we have for this DLC. So, most important things, bodyguards. So obviously the bodyguards are going to be protecting the car at all costs. That's what they're paid to do. Obviously the owner is inside potentially. I'm not quite sure whether this is the 2-lane highway, dual carriageway towards the military base, as if you were going from the beach side up that way. And yeah, so the bodyguards are protecting. The bodyguards are going to have a good shot. They're going to be armoured with their AP pistols and micro SMGs. Potentially assault rifle. So you're going to want to snipe them from a distance. You wouldn't want to get too close. You wouldn't want to walk up, and then they're all chill. And then as soon as you touch that car, you're going to get shot in the head. Even if there was two of you, you're not going to do very well. So you're going to have to work as a team. As this guy is here, he's scouting out. He's got his 50 Desert Eagle. And yeah, he's got his cool sunglasses on, and the paint job. I really like the paint job on that Tyrus as well. We got like the sort of grey, the bluey grey with the pink pearlescent, looking very nice indeed. So I can't wait to see how that is going to be. So if we get onto the next bit of text here, new vehicle warehouses will house the results of your importing and exporting operations while CEOs can also reap the fruits of their labour with expansions to the executive office buildings. Add massive executive office garages with up to 3 floors of showroom quality storage for as many as 60 car vehicles, complete with customizable decor and a custom auto shop. Excuse me, that just killed your ears, didn't it? Sorry, headphone users. So this is a big deal. This last sentence is the only thing I sort of care about here. Executive office garages. So is this going to be an add-on? Is this going to be an upgrade that you're going to want to do to your office? This is definitely, if this the way it's going to work, it's going to be, guys, it's going to be 3 or 4 million. You just know that it will. Rockstar are just increasing the price and everything. As we've seen the X80 and the Shitaro going up in price, your yachts, your executive offices. With the Maze Bank, 4 million. Actually, no, maybe not 4 million. Maybe the upgrade is going to cost about 2 million, depending on the size of the garage. This is going to be really cool. Obviously, if the elevator works in the middle, that's going to be really, really fancy indeed. Now, a thought's just occurred to me. Could this be a really cool thing that Rockstar could do? Let me know in the comments what you think of this idea. I do believe there's 6 garages that you can get in game, excluding the MC Clubhouse. So you've got 6 garages, and they all hold 10 vehicles. So 6 times 10 is 60 vehicles. Imagine if my maths is wrong, that'd be really embarrassing. 60 vehicles. Is with some money, could you combine all of those garages into one? 3 floors with the elevator going up the middle. You've got 20 on each floor. It's going to look really fancy. And then the custom auto shop as well, be like the MC Clubhouse. You just drive your bike in there, customize it as much as you want. And yeah, I think that'd be cool if it was a bit cheaper than going to the Los Santos Custom. So I encourage you to use that. That'd be quite cool as well. So yeah, if we get on to the next screenshot here, we have the this looks to be a garage, or where they're like storing the cars, maybe ready for transport on a multi-car a truck. I don't know what you call it, a trailer, where they've got you can get like your 10 cars on a trailer at a time, try and move it to a certain location in the world of Los Santos. So you got these people here. Now they've got their bulletproof vests on. So are they protecting the cars? Are they potentially walking up, about to get their guns out, ready to shoot some people that are gonna potentially come and steal the car? So are other challengers at certain times going to be able to come and try and kill you and steal the cars back? Obviously, you'd be spawning in your garage every time. They may be spawning around on the streets and have to keep running, and you can snipe them and stuff. That'd be quite cool. But yeah, we don't have any new vehicles in this. We have the Sultan RS, the black Finn, I do believe. The 811 are looking lovely with that matte black and the classic orange, or the metallic orange, looking very nice indeed. Then we have the Mamba, which I still need to buy on GTA. I've always wanted to own that car. And the Banshee 900R behind that. I think you can tell it's the 900R because it's got that hood, it's got that scoop on the roof as well. So that's looking really fancy. Is that a muscle car behind it as well? And that, you see that green, I don't know what that is. And beyond the black fin as well, is that oh yeah, that's a Taurus. Yeah, I can just see the spoiler now. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if other players can try and attack your garage and steal those cars and get them back to their garage. It's going to be an ongoing cycle of killing people, stealing stuff, killing people, stealing stuff, and trying to make a lot of money in the process as well to afford these cars, which they're gonna, I'd say at least one of them is it's going to be over 3 million, 3.2, 3.5 million. It's going to be between that price range definitely. And yeah, so this is really cool update. I definitely think that they can do magnificent things with it, especially with the vehicles as well. I'm hoping that they're going to add something like 20 new vehicles. That would be amazing. Not just like extra, like having 3 new vehicles and then like the other 17 vehicles just get like a different variant or something, like a race variant. That's not what we want. We want new vehicles, new content for us to customize, have car shows, meetups, drive about, road trips, everything like that. So we get on to the next bit of text. This is the last bit of text we have. Stay tuned for more details about import-export, including a glimpse at all new special vehicles that deliver a unique breed of vehicular mayhem and destruction to GTA Online. This is really cool. It's going back to the new type of vehicles that I do believe special vehicles. These are vehicles that you're going to be using to steal cars. Is one of them going to be one that has like a tow, or you can put vehicles in the back of it potentially? Has what one got like a minigun on the top to suppress fire, stuff like that? Or I don't know how it's going to work. Is it going to be like a race type car with a minigun on the top? That'd be really cool. be a bit OP considering how fast it is if you're keeping up with the Tyrus trying to get away from you. Maybe not the X80, maybe not the Shatari, but still be good. So yeah, so let's leave that bit of text and get on to something quite interesting. The last screenshot we have, the last bit of information that we can take from this Newswire post. We have what appears to be from a particular film. Now I'll give you 5 seconds. Leave a comment if you think you know what film this is from. A very cool car indeed. It is in fact from Fast and Furious 6, which is a very cool indeed, very good film. I love the Fast and Furious series. See, it's like Marmite, you either like it or hate it. I absolutely adore the Fast and Furious series. Can't wait for Fast and Furious 8. Yeah, my only problem with this car, right? It looks really cool and everything, but like in terms of like a realistic like point of view, the wheels going into the ramp at the front, like, do you guys agree that it just sort of makes no sense that you've got a ramp, but then you've just got two great big objects stopping like the cars from going up? You're like, that could damage your wheels, break your wheels off, then you're screwed. You've got people rushing you and killing you. But yeah, going off of the Fast and Furious 6, how this car is going to work, it's going to be very quick, I should imagine. It's going to have like a V8 or potentially more, potentially less depending on how much it weighs, V6. It's going to be fast. Is it going to have like a Tyrus engine? Is it going to be like an F1 car? Is it going to sound really funky? Cool lights if it's got any on the back. Just to flip the cars over, and if there's anyone trying to attack you or attack your convoy, which has the special car in it, you're just going to roll up in this. You're going to be able to flip the cars over and you race on into the distance and deliver that car for a higher paycheck. Now, yet sadly, the vehicle being flipped is not a new vehicle. It's the Karen Intruder, I do believe, or an Ubermac, something like that, one of the 4-door variants. But yeah, nevertheless, this is going to be a cool DLC. I cannot wait. I don't know if it's coming across in my voice, but I cannot wait for this DLC. And I'm gonna be having my fingers crossed that it's going to be on the 16th of December. It's what I've been thinking for a couple of weeks now, since we first got idea in the old Newswire post for bikers, as it said import export, and then everyone got excited, and it was for good reason as well. I mean, when I heard that there was potential free mode events that weren't used in the bikers DLC, I got scared that the last DLC of this year was going to be Bikers Part 2, because I didn't enjoy the Bikers DLC really. The only thing I liked really was the Manches and the Blazer, because the wheelies and stuff you could do really low speeds, and maybe the Shatari because the deadline thing's quite cool, the Hokatsu drag. But I'm just not really a bike person. I'm certainly really excited for these cars, and it's going to be very fancy indeed. So if you guys did enjoy this, enjoyed me rambling on about this crazy DLC, it's going to be crazy with these new special vehicles, then be sure to leave a like rating. I can't wait for this DLC. It's going to be great. I'm ThatGuyPlazmic, and I'll see you in a mo. Peace.